Hey there, welcome back to Social Work Scrapbook. For the month of March, being that it is Social Work Month, I will be featuring social work influencers on Instagram. Let's get started.
My name is Ian Collins. I'm currently in Bethlehem, PA. I'm originally from Tallahassee, Florida. I went to school for undergrad at Thomas University, based out of Thomasville, Georgia. And I'm currently in my MSW program at Marywood University. I've been a social worker, for probably 2 or 3 years. I'm really passionate about a lot of things because I want to do basically everything. I'm openly gay. I'm married 3 years, and one of my many passions is the LGBTQ community. There's a lot of discrimination, even within our own community as well, and just also advocating for those resources to debunk a lot of those stigmas out there. It fell in my lap, honestly. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I went back to school to go to seminary, and I wasn't sure if that was the route I was supposed to honestly take. I wanted to do more. I worked in the disability office at my college, and my advisor said hey, why don't you check it out? The reason why is because I talked about psychology, so she was like, it lines up with that. So I went to the informational meeting, and I was like, yep, sounds just like me. It's awesome because I already analyzed everyone anyway, so it just honestly fit. I am a job coach / employment specialist. I work with individuals who has various types of disabilities, from mental health issues to mild intellectual, and my job is to find the best skills or the best ways for them to be successful at their current role, figuring out what job best suits them. I haven't had too many crazy things. One time I was a community coach, and on this particular day, I had a group. I had about 3 individuals, all of which I've worked with individually, but not in a group. And two of the individuals, they would argue. It was a whole thing. After our Meals on Wheels route, we went to Walmart just to walk around, blow off some steam. And one of them was like, I really have to use the bathroom. Okay, great. So we walk, back of the store, and I'm waiting. Comes down and he's like, Ian, I pooped on the floor. And I was like, okay. Mind you, I've already had it the whole day with them, and I was just already on my wits' end. So at that point, I called my supervisor, found somebody at Walmart, and apologized and said, there's a mess in the bathroom. Needless to say, my supervisor said when I climbed out of my car, she thought it was just done, and I told her, I was like, never again. I don't mind working with them, individually, but working with them as a group was just not good because they can't handle it. So that was probably so far the craziest day and the hardest day. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Lauren, you're also one of them. Just kind of, think about other things. And one of the other things on YouTube I watch is I love car review videos. I don't know why. I think it's interesting. One other thing I do, sometimes I might just be by myself, and just, watch TV. One thing I did a few weeks ago was I actually got a pedicure, which was the first time I did that in probably 2 years, and it was awesome. And so I think I'm going to try to do that more. I'm really big into a lot of open-ended questions. In this field of people with autism and mild intellectual, there's something called the person-centered approach, and it's, basically talking to them like actual people. And then if we need to scale back, how can I reframe? Is this something that in the grand scheme, is it actually really important? Success story. Yes, I do actually. So I worked with a young lady who everyone else thought she was extremely difficult, but I adored her. And I think that's the benefit of being a social worker, is that you can look at those underlying things, those underlying causes, and being able to work through them. One of her goals was to not pick up trash, because she would walk down the street and see trash and get up and either in her pocket. My idea was, instead of harboring that and telling her, well, you can't, let's put all that energy into a positive way of doing it. So I wanted to have her actually pick up trash, but a lot of time, and it took about 5 months, and I had to completely advocate. I knew this would be a good step for her. And it wasn't until she got a new coordinator where it actually worked. And I was finally able to, the last few times I worked with her, to be able to pick up trash in like a positive way. And that was great because she now harbored that I'm going to do this in a constructive way. So that was awesome. I really loved that. Gosh, if I wasn't a social worker, what would I be? Probably ministry. I'm one of the very few people who I want to blend those two worlds of theology and social work. I feel like a lot of pastors can't counsel above their pay grade. They might have a few basic counseling classes, but they don't know, interventions or, mental health therapies out there. So want to blend those two worlds. Okay, so answer these questions as fast as I can. To like iced coffee, iPhone, sunrise I think is beautiful. I'm definitely an extrovert for sure. Actually somewhere in between. Like I like kind of mixture of both. Not a huge city, but not so far on the country. It used to be winter, but I think summer. If I had to choose between those, but actually I love fall. Nap because I'm lazy. I'm really into crime shows. Crime Junkie podcast. So fascinating. Anyway, Lauren, thank you for the past opportunity.